Here we go. Turn 1 Liliana. Should we do that, or should we go turn 1 Staff of Completion? I'm going to do turn 1 something. We'll go turn 1 Staff. Because with turn 1 Staff, we can still go for turn 2 Liliana anyway. And this also lets us draw cards and stuff, which might be more useful. We'll see. If they play a Mana Dork, nice. You know what, I'm going to be really aggressive here. I'm going to draw a card. Nice one. Yeah, this is... they're not going to be happy about this. Mono Black lets you do the most cheeky things, I have to say. The cheekiest of things. Oh, look at that. It's so... I feel evil doing this, but... It's legal in Arena, apparently. Hello, welcome to a brand new video. Today we're looking at Sorin, Markov and Brawl, which is a super powerful card. It's been around for over a decade now, I think. They just decided to add it to Brawl. How do I feel about it? I think it's actually okay in testing. I thought it was going to be a bit too powerful, but no, it's fine. The reason I thought that was because in Command you have 40 life, but in Brawl it's 25. So reducing someone from 25 to 10 isn't as bad as 40 to 10. That's quartering it. This is just... yeah, it's fine. I still think it's a really good finisher, though, because the 2 damage can be aimed at anywhere. So essentially, his +2 is the same as... Similar to Consuming Corruption, deals X equals 1, but yeah, it's normally 2 damage for 2, and you gain 2 back. And obviously, you can make someone's life 10, which is fine. It's decent, especially if you combine it with some other things that we have going on the deck. And then -7, you can control target player during the next turn. So that's quite an Emrakul ability. It's fine. It's weird. It's more than some of its parts. The abilities separately, they're okay, but combined together on a package, it's quite threatening, I think. I think a lot of people will be scared of -3. But because I've been conditioned by so many strong cards, it just feels like, yeah, it's decent. It's a perfectly fine card. If you want to combine the -3 with anything, maybe something like Peer into the Abyss, make someone draw half their deck and then lose that much life. We also have just loads of damaging effects like Professor Onyx, cast a spell, drain for 2. Corrupt can deal X equals swamps, so that can finish someone off. We also have Shieldred in the deck, which whenever someone draws, they lose 2. Got a lot of synergies going on here. Bloodletter of Alkalazots. If someone loses life during their turn, they lose twice that much life. Combine that with the Rush of the Dread, make someone lose half their life. Basically, you get the picture. There's lots and lots of ways to drain. And obviously, we've got the Ether Flux with the Bloodless Citadel going on here, as is customary on my channel to go for those very mean things, but that's what Mono Black is, and it's the best way to combat control players, because if everyone wants to keep playing blue control, I will keep playing black, and I will keep discarding all of their counter spells, because I'm sick of playing blue players. So here we go, this is my villain arc. Mono Black, a lot of discard effects. It's just the only way to just make blue players submit and just go away. So you basically owe me. You owe me. I'll be dwelling in the Hell queue, the Tier 1 queue. I'll be getting rid of all the blue players for you. I'll reduce the blue player pool for you. Fine, I'll do it. I'll put it upon me to get rid of them for you. And if you notice fewer blue players and more black players, then maybe that's worse. I don't know. Maybe it's better. You decide. Would you rather have your cards discarded, or would you rather have your cards countered? Tell me in the comments below. What feels worse, being discarded or being countered? I personally think being countered is worse because countering stuff requires less skill, because a lot of blue counter players I've noticed just counter the next card they can because they want to. But when you discard, I can tell if you're a good or a bad player by what you discard, essentially. And a bad black player can reveal themselves by choosing the wrong card to discard. But yeah, it's essentially a mono black control deck. It's really quite fun for me anyway. I'm not sure about my opponents. There's not that much discard. It's not just dedicated discard, but there is a few things. There's not many creatures in the deck because we want to take advantage of the fact that here's an interesting consequence of not having too many creatures in your deck. Your opponent's deck is going to be loaded with kill spells, but if we don't have too many creatures in our deck, their kill spells aren't going to be as useful. So we only have 8 total in the whole deck. So if your opponent has 30 kill spells just to killing creatures in the deck, that's not going to be that effective. So it's interesting sometimes to min-max on certain types to make your opponent's spells ineffective. For instance, if someone has a card that says counter creature spell, like Essence Scatter, which is already a card I don't really like anyway, but that might not be as useful in our deck. But then some other things might be more effective. So it's just, you know, you win some, you lose some. But yeah, I think this is pretty cool. We've got some amazing top enders, you know, Breach, Multiverse. I think Contagion Engine is the spiciest card I put in here because it can get rid of indestructible stuff, putting -1 counters on them, and then you can proliferate to make those things die more to the minus counters, or you can proliferate Sorin +2 as well. I actually I have a testimony for this. I recently faced an Avacyn player. They resolved Avacyn, and I used Contagion Engine. I'll combine it with Massacre Worm and some other minus effects. Managed to take it out, but it was yeah, it was a close one because yeah, basically you can take out anything with Contagion Engine, no worries. Doesn't target anything. Well, it targets player, so as long as they don't have protection from targeting themselves, it's fine. And yeah, Nykthos as his cave, you know the stuff. And yeah, let's get into today's video. Pretty fun one today. Very old school, really nice throwback. And yeah, hope you have fun watching.
Huh. What is it, Otacon?
Hey, Snake, have you thought about getting some more subs and some views?
Yeah, we could do some new subs. How are they gonna do that?
Yeah, you can just do that below.
Go ahead and click like and subscribe below.
Alright, let's go. We are facing Gonti, which wants to play our spells. I don't want them to play our spells. 5/5 as well. That's quite the body. It's quite a generous body. I always wonder, like, how they come up with the maths. Because if you look at the latest Ulalek, which is a combination of Kozilek and Ulamog, it's a 2/5. And that's 5 colours, right? A 2/5. This is a 5/5 for 3 colours. For 5 mana in total. So it's just a bit peculiar, really. How they come up with it. I mean, I used to think there was like a mathematical logic. Like, for instance, let's take this very basic example. For 1 red, you can deal 1 damage. Right? It's pretty simple. And if you look at the base rate of Magic, at least in the old days, that would kind of make sense. 1 red, 1 damage. And then it went up to 1 red, 2 damage, 1 red, 3 damage, so on and so forth. So that's the basic scaling of R&D and design of Magic. 1 white mana would gain 1 life, and then it went up, and then, you can change the variables around. And the same for creatures, so 1 mana would give you a 1/1. That used to be the base rate. But for some weird reason, Ulalek is 5 colours for a 2/5. Doesn't make sense. So that's what I'm saying. How is this then 5 mana, 3 different colours for a 5/5? That doesn't really make sense. And I don't know, it just feels weird. That's why Ulalek is so weak, in my opinion. If you're paying more for less, and this actually does more than Ulalek, because if you have creatures out and then you play Gonti and you smack someone, you get to look at the top card of the library, exile face down, you can play it, right? But Ulalek does nothing when it comes down, doesn't do a single thing, so it's just strange. Try and kill this here. Thief of Sanity used to be an all-star in Standard. That was a really powerful card. Once again, we can't really do much, but if they're not leaning into the blue side and green side of stuff, protecting stuff, we might be okay. But we do want to make sure we kill a lot of their stuff, because if they hit us and play our own spells, it's not going to be very nice to have to deal with their own things. The fact they got rid of the virtue is interesting. So they're scared of us reanimating, maybe? Are they going to play another thing? I want them to play another small creature so that you had his expertise. So, okay, that just resolves. Nice. Let's go for Sorin. If they counter it, then at least we got the Onyx to follow up next turn. I'm going to slow roll a counter here. But, okay. Yeah, Tail's End. Everyone loves a bit of countering, no matter what colour. You don't have to use counters in blue. It's okay to leave home without one. It's okay. It's safe to leave the house. 7 mana up. What are you going to do now? Thieving Aven. It seems like they want to just get out everything but deals combat damage. That's interesting. So if we make him have 0 power, he can't deal damage. That's interesting, isn't it? Unless, of course, they cast a spell that that they don't own. Be interesting to see where what they get up to here. If they heist something we've basically immobilized this. It can't do anything now by itself. So, here comes Gonti. We've got one card in hand, which I'm really suspicious about. Okay. So they clearly didn't read how the card works. Right, let's go for Onyx. If they counter this, we have a backup. Liliana. Free call, Liliana. Or maybe this was just an aggressive message they're just trying to send. Blot out. Exiles a creature or planeswalker. Okay. So they kill the Lily. Or the Onyx, should I say. Fair enough. They did that in response. They didn't really have to, but they did anyway. And this is going to be really difficult for them. I will actually make them get rid of this, mainly because if they can give this a counter, then it will get super, super annoying. I do not want them to deal damage to us and steal stuff. And it makes sure that Gonti has to hit us or something else. Hostage taker. Oh, so they're going to... This is not going to end up very well for them. This is really not going to end up very well for them. So we get this back. Now, if they had other creatures, this would have been a lot worse. But now we get to proliferate multiple times with the Contagion Engine. Okay. So I guess we can just discard the expertise. It doesn't kill Gonti anyway. Let's deal 12 damage. Nice. So unless I have an Elder spell, I think we're doing pretty well. Or a way to kill both Planeswalkers. And we can also use the Liliana to make them sacrifice the Gonti as well. And we also have Invoke Despair. Basically, it's not looking good. That's what I'm trying to say. Villainous Wealth. Oh my goodness. I've never seen so many lands with that. And they get a Signing Blood. Because the Citadel was 6 mana. Oh, that was so unlucky. So unlucky. Oh, they're in trouble. They are in a lot of trouble now. Oh, you don't want to stick around, buddy? Oh, why not? Nice. Okay. Pretty decent hand. Seeing a Castrol. Wow. Something you don't see. This is the first Castrol I've seen apart from when I build it. I can already tell you that I don't think it's my build because I didn't use these. Let's go for Jet Medallion here. Yeah, I love these medallions. The medallions make mono so much. They're just, oh, nice. So, okay, so is it going to be a counter build? Right, okay, so at least that's a bird. There's some synergy there. If it's white, it gets -4/-4 until end of turn. I mean, let's just do this. This is the beauty of Jet Medallion. Oh, makes all our spells so cheap. Gets this resolved, which means we can play the adventure. I don't know if you knew this, by the way. If you target a creature with the first part of an adventure spell and that gets countered, the entire spell goes to the graveyard. Right? So be careful with that, because then you can't use the adventure. You can only use an adventure if you can resolve the first part of the spell, so just be wary about that. So we play that for 0, which feels weird. Wash away. Bloody hell. So it's just weirdly reactive. Okay, that's how they want to be. Let's get the blood letter here. I'll never... This is one of those players, again, where... I don't know what it is about today, but a new tribe thing comes out, and it's just... The tribe is just like an accent to the deck. Just try more tribe. Just try more tribe. Okay, but to be honest, giving us an extra swamp is fine. It's just annoying that all of our utilities getting countered here. Steel Plume Marshal. Flippin' bird. Okay. If it's white, it's -4. That's awesome. 1 black. -4. Love it. Now, annoyingly, the Bajuka Bog means we can't naturally cast stuff. And it also means that the Virtue of Persistence can't res stuff because we Bajuka Bog their graveyard. Oh no, actually we can. Yeah, we can. Let's get Sorin Markov then. And let's just deal a casual 15 to them. Wash Away. People just love this card, don't they? I'm actually not a fan of Wash Away. I just don't like it. Wingmate, Rockmate. Mate. They are not going to be happy about this, are they? Just gain a casual 5 as well. Crazy. Mate. I love it. This is just so freaking crazy. Okay, we've got the Mono Black Mirror. Let's go. Who's going to discard more cards? We shall have to find out, won't we? So what are we dealing with? Final Flourish. The Blossom's going to go because that's going to give them the most residual value. Although we can deal with that slowly with Sorin, but... Okay, let's just get rid of this here. Actually, I don't really care too much. They've only got 3 mana in hand. And they do not have... Well, not that we know of. They don't currently have a discard effect that we can see, so... Let's go for Jet Medallion. And then... Yeah, we'll be able to deal with some of their stuff in their turn. They're probably going to go for City Stalk Connoisseur, maybe? Yeah, okay. So in response, let's kill... 3 life. We'll kill this. And then that's going to come down and it's going to make us discard Dread Presence. But in response, we'll do that. Yeah. So sadly, we lose Dread Presence, which is just really great. But we go for Sorin, and I think we're just going to nut him. Just do casual 15 here. Down to 10. And just pray they do not have any hostile investigator. Target point discards. Okay, well, we don't have anything left in our hand anyway. Okay, so that's going to be an annoying way to kill Sorin. So, we just nut him again. Down to 8. Yep, sadly, we now do not have any other way to deal with this. So we're going to have to get very lucky here. For 8. Yeah, annoyingly, 3 toughness on this. And also annoyingly, Tiny Bones is going to be able to deal 10 to us a lot. So, yeah, this is concerning. Here's an interesting thing, though. If we get very low on life, we can use Sorin... to make our life 10. Like if we get to 1 life or something, we can do this to gain some life. Kind of interesting. If they play the Tiny Bones now, that'll be very wise because it threatens us. Yeah, thought as much. Painful Bond. Guess we have to do this. Do this. So yeah, we're going to take 15 damage this turn, which is going to suck. And they've got 5 cards in hand, which is a hell of a lot. Okay. Down to 14, and then down to... Interesting. We have a Languish. Maybe we just do that. That actually solves a lot of our problems. Oh, they didn't want to just do 10 to us? Okay, well, let's go for this then. That's weird. Unless they want to... I don't really know what else they're going to do with that mana. Oh, they only had 5. Yes, that's why. Sorry, they only had 5 mana. It's 6 mana to do that. Yeah, of course. Everyone's screaming at me. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Yes. Okay, they're going to kill that. Man, they've got... This is the thing about black. They're going to have a lot of kill spells. 6 life. Liliana. Okay. So we can't really play any creatures, but they're discarding their own hand as well.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Thoughtseize goes away. Sorin again. Take up. The Lily can't do anything to Sorin. I mean, we could just do 2 to her, but I just don't think that's a good idea, really. Aclazot, that's got lifelink. That is going to be annoying. That is going to be very annoying. So we need a kill spell. We need a kill spell. Oh, why did they have to get lifelink? I think we're going to die. They can gain too much. Binding negotiation. What did they do that for? That now means they have to discard an additional card. That's interesting. Okay. So, we need a kill spell. Or we just lose to this freaking Aclazots. And we cannot sustain much more damage. Yeah. And Liliana is also very close to ultimate too. You need something like Burst of Citadel, something good, something big. Elder-Fang Disciple. This Liliana will be able to kill the Aclazots. Interesting. What does that do? Okay. Okay. But then this Liliana is going to minus. So, yeah, I don't know what to think anymore. Minus here on this. Stop them gaining life. And then we're just going to have to uptick to hurt Liliana, because otherwise we're going to lose everything. Okay. But they can flip this because we have one or fewer cards in hand. So, yeah, and we're going to lose a Liliana to the Tiny Bones as well. Oh, this sucks. That freaking Liliana has made it so we've had to hurt her. I mean, at least we delayed the Aclazots. But comes in tapped, so we need another kill spell for it now. But then, we actually, to be honest, we need a lot more than that. We, I don't know. They're in an interesting situation though, because their Liliana is actually kind of hurting themselves a lot because they keep ticking up. They keep discarding their stuff. But Swarm Saboteur, so many annoying things. But you know what the most annoying thing was? This, because this was 2 turns of Sorin's uptick. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I have to kill this now, because otherwise Sorin will die from all that. And we keep playing the lands, because otherwise Liliana will discard them anyway, and it doesn't mean that we can keep recasting Sorin, so... And they're drawing lots from this. Oh, this is so freaking annoying. I just want to quit. I just want to quit. This was the best thing they could have drawn. Well, they're doing it now. They can do that instant speed, you know. No need to do it there and reveal yourself, but...
Drop it.
14. So we... Oh my goodness. No freaking way. That is... Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Orange Jesus. Thank you, Orange Jesus. Almost Xaxes as well. Oh, that's so crazy. They're not happy about that, are they? Oh my goodness. That was intense. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going against Trash Panda. There's a lot of Trash Pandas in this latest set. A lot of Rocket Raccoon lookalikes. I guess that's what happens when you anthropomorphize raccoon. Man, I hate that word. Oh, I hate that word so much. And turn 1 elf. Nice. We don't have any early kill spells, so we're going to struggle here. They can only go for the Muera. Oh, what's with all these hard to say names? Fell. You know what? I'm going to fell him down the stairs. I'm going to fell him. He's going to make like a tree and fell. You think a raccoon would like trees? I'm really sorry to say this. This is really going to upset people. This is probably going to upset a few people. I really hate the artwork for this. It just looks so weird, man. The proportions are just... It just looks weird. Also, why are the leaves so big? Raccoons aren't that small, are they? Are they? Are they? Baby raccoon? I don't know. Let's look at Valley Might Caller. So this is a frog, also looking a bit weird. Whenever another frog, rabbit, raccoon, or squirrel enters, put a counter on it. Man, this frog's pretty racist. This frog's pretty racist. What about all the other things? What about toads, hares, ferrets, and voles? What about them? Okay, so let's make each player sack 2 creatures. We'll slow them down a little bit. I wonder what they go for. These 2 things? Keep the trash. Keep the trash. Panda. Pash Tranda. Target opponent sacks half the creatures rounded up. So if they play 3 creatures, they get rid of 2. If they have 1 creature, they get rid of 1. If they have 2 creatures, they get rid of 1. So the sweet spots is 1 and the 3 and 5. So basically, odd numbers is good when the opponent has that many odd numbers. But it's never going to be a board wipe. It's never going to get rid of everything. Yeah. Signet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Interesting. So they're just going to do that. I'm just going to ramp then. Because we have the evil combo in our hand, we've got Rush of Dread and Bloodletter of Alka-Seltzer. I'd like to keep the... I'd like to keep these secret for now. What are they going to do? They're going to turn this into something? No, they can't. They can turn this into any permanent in the graveyard, but only if there are 4 more card types in the graveyard. I've actually almost been killed by this before. Monstrous Vortex. Okay. Whenever they spend 4 mana, you gain 3 life. When you spend 8 mana, exile. Okay, fair enough. We can do this. Onyx minus. Oh, this feels so evil. So evil. And I'm going to hold the Solemn back in case I have any Hastia. Yeah, I'm not really sure what they're holding back. Maybe they've got kill spells in their hand or something. I feel like for a Gruul deck, I would have expected a lot more aggression early on. I think if you're playing a slow Gruul deck with a slow commander like this... Ah, okay. There's a... Oh my goodness. So it's just loads and loads of terrifyingly big things. So that's going to exile the Solemn, which is very, very sad. Which means we're not going to get to draw a card now. Okay. I don't like it. I don't like it, guys. And it has bloody trample haste. Come on. Come on.
Whatever. I have more
That's so cheeky. Oh, that sucks. I don't like it. I'll tell you what. Let's just turn the turn. Let's just take the turn off. Let's keep it cool. And we will just get some things. We're gonna get a board wipe. So we're gonna get a lot of people don't realise this is actually a straight up board wipe in black, which is pretty epic. 5 mana, destroy all creatures with some upside there. You could blow up all creatures now, but I'm gonna wait till they play something else, I think. Play this. And yeah, we're gonna be patience. We're gonna be patience. Patience. Yeah, that was annoying that they had haste. They had to have haste. I guess if they didn't... Yeah, here's the thing. If they hadn't have gone for the Mars Vandal, then I presume they would have given this fight. Oh, we are going to get an incredible board wipe here. So we take 8. It's fine. We're going to be fine, guys. Okay, so we've got a lot of stuff in the graveyard. So we can also go for Deadly Cover-Up. Get rid of that. We can search their hand. Just look and see what they've got. That's their exile card from the graveyard. Then search their owner's graveyard. Blah, 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 blah. He doesn't do anything in Commander. Oh, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So at least we can see what's coming up. Bloody hell, man. Oh, my goodness. Look how copy-paste this is. Look how copy-paste this is. Should be ashamed of yourself. This is definitely a net deck. Because it's like every single card is the same thing. I'm going to psych him out a bit. This is really mean, but I'm going to psych him out. You know when someone looks in your hand or your deck, and the longer they take, the worse it feels? Well, that's what we're doing here. I'm being mean. Well, that's not really mean when look at this. We're just observing. We're observing. Let's find a card that we have never seen before. Apart from the latest set, it doesn't count. Pretty much seen all of them, to be honest. Okay, fine. So now we're going to go for Bloodletter. Okay, we're down to 9. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only have 6 mana. They cannot play either of these. Well, you know, the irony here, we're going to do something that is a known thing, but I don't see it very often. Let's go. So, discards half the cards in hand, makes them lose half the life, blah, 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 blah. Target opponent discards half. Target opponent loses half. Do they see it yet? Discard both of those. Oh, have some of that. Have some of that. Well, this is the thing I don't really understand. Is like if you're gonna use a new commander, raccoon, right? So you think for each raccoon you control, you get a bonus, right? Oh, you see where I'm going with this, yeah? For each raccoon, right? Let's see how many raccoons we saw. So there's 1. Technically, that's a raccoon. That's a shapeshifter. 2. So out of all those, there's 2 raccoons, and there's a crit hoof and a giant dinosaur. What's the point of using something which is tribal then? Like, I get you're trying to ramp into the big stuff, but it's just a bit like, I don't know. At least with my deck, we know what we're getting into. Sorin's an evil card, and I'm mono black, and I need to use everything I can to take them down, but it just feels like at least try and use... I don't know, maybe I'm just being a hypocrite, but I just feel as though when a new commander comes out that cares about raccoons, maybe have more raccoons? Did you know that you can help my channel by watching another one of my videos? Go ahead, you know you want to.